And happy Saturday, Rando fans. We are back with more of the ALTTPR League playoffs. I'm Cool Papa Bell 2282, and we have a match today between Solsky of PugTrio and Error of Error 216. Alongside me in the commentary booth is Schulzer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. This is gonna be a very interesting match. I think Ellie has hopefully claims his win today. Or not hopefully. I think he maybe can win. But it's gonna be an interesting game. Cross keys can always go in both directions. It's gonna be very interesting to watch. But yeah, this is gonna be a very deciding match, I think, because since Tulane got replaced by Wayne, they don't have that many experienced answers on anymore, so they hope to finish the series Arrow to 16 in the next 2 matches and don't force it to a game 5. So this could be a very important win for Arrow to 16.
Yeah, I've raced against Ari a few times. I think he can definitely win any rando match he's in. So yeah, should be an interesting one. Pivotal game 3 in this best of 5. So
yeah, cross keys can always go in both ways, but what is your preferred starting cross keys?
I still normally start Uncle just to see that first drop down right away. And then I save and quit to Sanctuary, see where that is, and kind of make it up from there.
So not even the classic Julian start. I myself started Sanctuary for the same purpose, that I want to know where the first drop down leads to, so I don't waste time walking to the castle or walking to a useless valley near the Witch's Hut. But let's see what our runners decide to do. Ali starting at Sank and Solsky taking the classic approach and starting at Link's house. And we already got our first big key, and I already missed it.
And Ari confusing everyone with the sprite choice there.
Yeah, especially something like Pyramid Start is super interesting. The pot area can be in logic if there's an item not in a chest. It could be in logic, but most of the time you just try to avoid doing as much. You try to avoid doing bunny walking. So Ellie is just gonna probably go ahead and do a Hunian setup to get himself some rupees so he can buy bombs.
Yeah, I think just checking the pyramid item and not doing anything else makes sense there. We also saw the Ganon drop down at the Hyrule Castle, so got that one out of the way.
Especially in the early game, you're looking for the well in some reachable location because that has 5 items for you to grab. If you have a bomb, otherwise it's only 4.
The other interesting thing about this Sank location is that the sewer items are going to be very difficult to get to, or if you do get there, you're going to have to leave behind some things in the front of Escape, so that sewer key will be pretty interesting to find.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a save scum of the Harukasu Smoky to check both the front and the back, but let's see. But that could be a long time ahead of us. We see a Smoky in the next drop down. The sewer key, the chat asking about it, can indeed be in the back of Escape as well. The logic can require you to kill Aga 2 to get the 3 items out of the bag, and we don't wanna do a lot, and we don't wanna follow logic. We wanna get items most of the time. Solsky showing us a bit of the east ancestors here. Only gets a shop and nothing, and probably heads over to Eastern Palace. Ellie joining him, and he can buy bombs, so he doesn't rely on the T-pull, and Solsky immediately finds your bunny cave, has to walk back because you either need a hook shot or a mirror to get through those blocks.
Yeah, and this is a one-way trip through Super Bunny, but as close as we are to the save and quit point, that's no problem. Not going to lose much time walking back if Solsky has to.
Yeah, you could have maybe checked all of the eastern stuff first and then go back to that connector, but I can totally understand just following that connector as soon as you find it. Another reason for Ellie to just avoid that connector because only end one heart, and you most often not take damage there, especially without a sword.
Interesting. So another connection into the Dark World.
Not the best connector into the Dark World, but at least you don't have to care about having boots for that answers at that point. And we see there's one item locked behind the Moon Pearl in the bomb shop. And let's see how far Solsky takes this bunny walk. It's always a little bit risky to do bunny walk. You may have to double dip, like all the places you already went to, or you just have to or you maybe find an item place, decide not to go back to, and that could be an important item later. That could be bad. But now Solsky heading to the entrance density spot in the whole game, and that's Kakariko with like 10 instances at one point. And we're still also looking for the well for the top downs. Solsky decides to pump some money to get enough for the bottom merchant. He has 92 right now, still needs 8 more to get. So he can pay bottom merchant and he gets 5 more, only 3 left.
Yeah, that Houlihan has been paying off for Airy there to fill up on bombs and not have to worry about any of the rupee things for a while. Ooh, Paradox.
Paradox Cave, and I think Solsky should probably give up on the bottom merchant at this point and just buy another 10 bomb pack, because 4 bombs for 3 mini molons and hitting a switch can be really close. Gets another 50 rupees here, and let's see if he decides to buy some extra bombs. No, he just decides to do it with 4. Oh, and hits 3 molons with 1 bomb. That was really nice from him. Of course, luck is always a big factor in that regard, but you know, you have to know where to place bomb that you can hit all 3. And he decides not to go back to Kakariko, he wants to follow more connectors. It is not always the best, because you wanna find Moon Pearl or the Mirror first before heading over to connectors. But he gets more or less rewarded by the small floating island, so he will check that and immediately save and quit afterwards and go back to Kakariko once more, I guess.
Yeah, this feels like a non-standard choice. I think it would have been more expected to just bomb jump back over and head back into Kakariko, because he's going to give himself a bit of a walk for the benefit of knowing where those couple of entrances are. But that is a good entrance to know, since that's, of course, the only way to get to that item on Floating Island. As I say, non-standard, Air is going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think both plays are fine. Going back to it and leaving the connector for later. Like, especially a reason to leave it for later is that you can maybe combine the other Paradox up connector as well. And I think Ellie, we don't have sound from him, but that should be the dark connector with the old man. He's falling down a pit, so that pretty much confirms it. And he's gonna get another spawn point of that, which can be very, very good if that is, for example, in Kakariko. And he gets a lot more ancestry on this mountain that might or might not be in logic at that point. That's some flippers on Spectacle.
And very nicely done from Eri there. Absolutely nothing to guide him, and gets rewarded with a glove off the old man.
That's a very nice find. Also finds Easter Palace here. There's always a big debate about dipping Easter Palace or not dipping Easter Palace, and Ellie just full clears. Pretty much expected, especially in Eastern Palace at that location where you know I might not come back here early, and there might be good stuff leaving, and I could leave good stuff behind here. He dips in here first time he can. But yeah, that glove could be huge. Especially if you don't get a connector onto the mountain. And even if you get a connector on there, the old man was on Hella, so you have to follow the thorn connector if you don't find a middle.
Yeah, and lamp logic is one of the things that you are most likely to just completely ignore. You just sort of say, well, I'm sure I could have found lamp somewhere, so I'll pretend this glove is in logic. Certainly doesn't hurt to keep track of that logic, but I don't think Eri's too worried about it.
Yeah, it might be important for Moonpearl logic. If the lamp is in the dark world, you don't have to hunt the glove instances. If you know they're not in logic, but if you get a glove that early, you can just check everything. So that's not too bad. And on the other side, we find GT on Solsky's side. You can only check 2 checks here, take a look at the torch, but nothing else we can do here.
The other nice thing for Eri is that, assuming that he death warps out of the big key chest, he'll be able to refill his health a little bit. He was only at 2 hearts coming in, and he'll be at 3 going back out onto Death Mountain for the, boulders falling on his head.
Has to be a little bit careful here. Has a little bit Zappers in the dark room. If the enemies are in the wrong spot, you can take a lot of damage. There was another double hit from Ellie, takes another heart in the dark, so he has enough for the damage boost. Yeah, pretty much nothing to speak of in Kakariko. Only the GT that we probably will not need that early. And we have to be very careful here on the mountain. 4 hearts and green mail. Cuts it really close.
And that's the second Hyrule Castle entrance that Solsky has found.
Oh, and there's a palace entrance, and Ellie already found the small key, and I think that one is in logic. If I'm not mistaken, that one is at the user's belly drop down. And we find out that Desert Palace and Seastown are indeed our existers for today.
Eri also finding the dam. That's going to go well with that glove, since there are a couple of those glove-locked entrances on South Shore. Can look at the sunken treasure item on the way to that area of the world. Oh, useless fairy in the Lost Woods. Does that mean we're down to the well is behind Lumberjack?
Or Sanctuary at this point.
Ah, right.
I don't know what we're missing as well. And there's the Moon Pearl on Laser Bridge. That is really interesting because in Xosky's the Moon Pearl here requires either to have Mirror Shield or Cane or Cape. Otherwise, it's not a logic. So that can be very interesting, and we need Mountain Access somehow. So there has to be something, and there's another good item on Laser Bridge with the hookshot. And more money. And more money.
Yeah, so keeping an eye on that access up to this part of the world is going to be interesting. Let's see.
Did you just spot it? The big key that was sitting on a top-down behind Agar 1?
Yep.
Does that sound fun to you?
Fun is a word for it.
Boy, that would I not choose, probably. We might have a legacy in our hands, but we will not find out for a very long time. Because that big key can be for the Quite dungeon or can just be complete garbage.
Yeah, and I mean, Solsky already has the Swamp Big Key, so that's definitely one of the junk big keys that's gone.
Yeah, and so far, Solsky did not find anything in the light world up until this point. So at this point, probably the ferry connector leads up to the mountain at some point. Or maybe a flute, I don't know.
I think it's probably just gonna be Lamp to put that dark connector in logic, so...
Oh yeah, it is a logic to save the old man as a bunny. You're correct. But yeah, the early load works out a lot better for Ellie than for Solsky here. He has to leave so much stuff behind that Ellie can just do on his way. At this point, I would give the advantage to Ellie from the early game. Finding the Moon Pearl early. The glove, everything on the mountain can be so huge. And there's Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, I mean, in Rando, so often you're just trying to avoid double dipping, having to go back to a dungeon a second time. In Cross Keys, since so much of your time is spent traveling around the map, going through connectors, chasing entrances, the more efficient you can be with those entrances, as Aerie is going to be able to be with those gloves. You just start saving time over your opponent from the very beginning in this case.
Yeah, and for example, Solsky probably now heading over to Desert Palace again, and which Elidor can just do on his first step because he already grabbed the small key. And he can do a lot of cleanup here on South Shore now, but probably with that book in hand, he's just gonna check Desert Palace front. Open another dungeon pot. We already have the big key, but we can't use that until we have 2 small keys, at least.
Oh, Thieves Sound Big also so nice.
Especially with that big key sitting behind Egger 1. Any required big key we find for that is great.
I mean, you said at the start that cross keys can really go either way. This is completely ridiculous how well this dark room is paying off. And there's the lamp, so there's our logic for everything that Aerie's doing right now.
Not exactly. Like, we have our mountain access, but we have not our access to the moon pearl or the hookshot yet. But on the other side, we just need Cape or Burner, and our runner should not care that much about it.
Right, I always forget that the Cape and Burner is back in cross keys.
It makes sense. Otherwise, you would have to do that. You might have to do the let's switch with the hard screen mail and no items, and that can be cool.
I mean, I've had seeds where I had to logically kill Pokies with Fighter Sword at 3 hard screen mail, which is a lot harder than laser skips.
I had one seed where I had to kill Pokies with bombs. But yeah, more connectors into the Dark World. Probably only gonna check Swamp Panacea and gonna leave again. Yeah, with that lamp, like even the old man connector is not that easy to go back to. You have to go to Super Bunny again. No, it was Heatherlock's Cave again to save him. But I'm also really surprised that Ellie did not check where the old man leads at this point. That's like the first thing I always try to do after I rescue him, so I know that I don't have to double dip some places. And now we see the problem that, or maybe a problem here for Solsky, that he has to leave behind some answers at that point because he doesn't have a glove from the old man, which isn't logic.
Yeah, he's really got to hope that there's nothing behind these. Alright, that first one is junk, so maybe Solsky can get away with not having to come back to the Ice Rod Cave area later.
Yeah, or I can combine it with the dark shopping mall, or a dark Ice Rod Cave area with a mirror or something. Yeah, Ice Rod Cave not paying off as well. And now he's showing where the old man leads.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe... Oh, okay, well, we've already been here, but that's fine.
That's a good start. That's good for Ellie and bad for Solsky. Probably now gonna show us where the back entrance from Old Man leads. I would expect him to, cause if he gets... Oh, he doesn't. They're probably gonna check Hadokasi and then probably heads over to Kakariko because he didn't went that way at all after he saved the old man. And he still probably wants to check the well, or find the well, which for him is most likely accessible at some spot. And we know it is.
Fake flipper now from Solsky. This is bizarre that the only item Solsky has found so far is the lamp. A few keys, but nothing else on his tracker.
Yeah, and we saw that the key indeed led to an item, or to an important item with that glove, and Ellie now shows us what is behind that sack glove in the well. While Solsky gets his powder out of logic from Hobo. Half magic. Good find. We don't have a weapon to use it yet. To use any magic yet, but always good to have. Another glove? And a Maya small key.
Just absolutely ridiculous, the dividends that Ari is getting off of that first glove.
I just wonder where the game wants us to go for logic. Because Mids doesn't open us anything in the light run, I think. But
Yeah. I was going to say, it does give us access to Northwest Dark World now, either via the CAC portal or coming from the south.
oh, did you catch how Sorsky ended up on this mountain again?
This was the connector through the Desert Fairy Cave,
Ah,
which led out behind the Mitz blocks up there.
either seeing the bad news about the big key. At least we can see the item. It could have been worse if the big key was behind Magic Badge, which we don't have seen. At least we know what we might have to do at some point. Cool, Papa Bell, do you think what I think? That we might have the burner or the cape being in the ice penance entrance without without flippers and without Pearl? Because that could be happening here.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere.
I think we're missing like one or two connectors that could maybe lead to Bumper Cave, for example, but I wouldn't be too surprised if there's like a cape or a burner hanging out an ice palace.
Yeah, there's also, I guess, the possibility for like Bunny Walk from the pyramid over into Pod area, and that connects somewhere.
Oh yeah, that could happen as well. I mean, connectors are not that great anymore, because we have seen most of the stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much only like Desert Ledge, I guess, that a connector could get you someplace interesting. But that would be glove locked, so I
We
guess
can.
we can get the glove at least.
Oh, and there's our burner for logic. We are in logic again. We have the moon pearl. Don't quite remember where he found Blindsat.
This is Saha.
Oh yeah. Nothing that Ellie missed in particular. I think it was only a GT Small and burner, and we do not really need burner, but at least the shovel could lead Sorsky back to the dark zone he skipped. And onto his way to his moon pearl. And a glove. And then the second glove in the well.
Oh, and Misery Mire at Eastern Palace.
If Ellie finds that with lamp and a small key, can do a lot of stuff in there. But he also needs a weapon to kill the mages first. And we have a burn, and he will find a burner for that one at least.
Yeah, I assume Bruno would put that in logic, right? I don't actually know what the logic for that kill room is.
Basically, any item to kill mages that should be bow, fire lord, ice lord, burner, Somalia, and sword hammer. That should be it. Yeah, and bombs do not kill with them. Indeed.
Ooh, there's another important connector from Solsky living out on the top of Bumper Ledge. He's gonna do a bit more bunny stuff here.
There's Spike Cave. Good thing we are on Ali's audio right now, otherwise we would have hearing the quickscope sound over and over on Sorsky's side. Okay, not anymore. But yeah, at least that shovel should lead him back to his tracks, but he's gonna probably do everything what he can as a bunny here. So gonna be a little bit behind after finding the Moon Pearl. Probably take some risk after that.
But the Old Man Cave was at the Dark Lake Hylia shop, is that right?
No, the Old Man Cave was on top of Dark's Mountain.
Oh, okay.
And I think I needed to follow Paddock's Cave to get to that place.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Ellie now on his way to the lamp, so he can almost quickly mire if he finds it in Eastern Penis. But I don't know what Ellie's next plan should be after he follows that connector that led to the Dark World, I think? South Dark World, Hype Cave.
And Solsky is going to do a bunny revive and clear some things out of Skull Woods.
If you find something here that could be huge, like boots or even a sword, but we know he doesn't find a glove boat because Ellie already found both in logic. But definitely Ellie has the upper hand out of the early game here. Following Old Man as a bunny and without lamp was a huge deciding factor. At least for now. I would say he's probably like 5 minutes ahead. They are very similar at one point.
And not much of anything in Skull Woods.
And hopefully now he follows that shovel to the Old Man. Solsky only missing a hard piece in Nagina's cave. Now getting another small key for Dark Panels in the sharper spot and probably. But I guess he might follow Paddock's cave in the other direction, and if he gets locked out of there, it might be a long time again until he reaches the other part of Paddock's cave. Oh, and he walks past Paradox, so he's gonna miss the Moon Pearl for a bit longer here. Probably follows Desert Palace.
Yeah, I'm not sure what other connectors there were here.
Hyrule
Hyrule
Castle. Both of them. Hot Small. Probably only checks the first chest and kills himself, maybe? Wouldn't be. Oh, no, he just goes through with it.
Yeah, not setting up the save scum. We'll see if he decides to take the second key guard and then go back to sewers.
I mean, he could hard reset after checking Zelda's cell, but then he would have to collect Pot's small key from the shovel again, and Speaking of about a pot small behind a shovel, we have the other pot small behind digging game.
Yeah, I think by not save scumming or not taking the death warp right away, I think he's not planning on save scumming here, but
Oh, he does say scum. Yeah, with lamp it makes sense to focus more on the back than on the front. More on the back than on the front. Do you remember if you find the Smith at some point yet? Because I can't.
oh yeah, I don't recall seeing them, but
I mean, in Klaus case, it's never bad to actually take the Smith on a long journey because he doesn't. The only thing he does is maybe make the game a little bit slower, causing some lag frames here and there. But otherwise, you can still go in every dungeon and not lose them immediately.
so Dark Cross will be the only thing in this trip in logic for Solsky, just a heart.
Using that burner to great use and killing that. Let's see if those the items could help him out in some regard. Maybe a flute. A hammer would be nice. But other than that, maybe a fire or ice sword? A sword oh, and
Alright,
that
sword and flute.
some good items. This will put Solsky back on track. I think flute was the best thing to find for Solsky here. I don't think any other item would have been better.
Yeah, that's going to get him both of his gloves, but no Moon Pearl, unfortunately.
I mean, if he get his Moon Pearl on this mountain, he can
Oh,
just
sorry,
use
yeah,
the
Moon
flute.
Pearl, but not glove. I got it backwards.
Oh yeah, he can get the glove. Oh yeah, he's still missing the glove because Old Man was in the other was in Heather. This is still gonna be very interesting. I don't think we have seen anything knocked behind that glove till now. And only the other glove, of course. Ellie also going for the back of for Skywoods here. Probably wants to give the blacksmith back to his place at Lumberjack. Even if it's a long trip, but otherwise don't see how he's gonna handle this one. But then, and I think we are seeing a mimic clip from Solsky here. Let's see how long it takes.
casually select buffer and down inputs. That is a brave man.
Yeah, he has to buffer the right input. He can just... Oh, no, okay. Yeah, you're right. It's scary, because he has to hold... I mean, he can hold up as well. He holds up for the other buffer as well. He doesn't use the down button. Otherwise, the Mimic would face upwards if you hold down. So
Oh,
he
right.
can't...
He's going backwards of him. That's right.
Yeah, he can't really hit the save and quit here. And I think he almost got it. He almost gets this now. Yes. Let's see if the long walk for the Smith is the right thing to do today. But yeah, Mimic Clipping not paying off today. Only useless items on the right side. Heads back in to check. Too much checks here and being out of logic, it checks again and probably has to go for the mountain with the flute. Just to hope for the old man, to hope for more progression, to hope for anything. And he will get his hookshot and moon pearl if he decides to go on to the mountain now. I would guess saving quitting is faster than walking outside of port.
Well, he didn't get the bridge chest yet. And if he was going to do the right side and the drop down, why not do the drop down first and then...
I mean, he could just have grabbed this chest first, then drop down.
Yeah, his whole path through pod was a little odd there.
Oh, and now that could be a huge factor now on Ellie's side if he decides to goes to the back. And he also prefers back instead of front. So the big advantage for Solsky with the flute and the sword is gone again. And he only went ahead to the second chest, and that was, I think, nothing as well. Oh, and that's a nice map of Seas Town. Heh.
Yep, and Solsky choosing another connector, going to head out through the bottom of Spectacle Rock Cave.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, Ellie only needs to catch up to Solsky in the eastern area, but Solsky has to do so much cleanup what Ellie already done. And still doesn't have Pearl on the mountain. He's not checking. Wait, where's he gone? Oh, he's back again. It looked like his blight was missing for a few extra flames there. Also goes ahead and dips the eastern palace. And gets his like 1000 rupees on the mountain. And Ali's like, I'm not safeguarding this.
And that flute is a lot more immediately exciting for Ares with those mitts. That opens up a lot of entrances in the Mire area.
Yeah, and I mean, we are not that far away from the flute being in logic. We already have 2 GT small keys. the cheaty big key. We know where cheaty is. We have a fire source, and we have hookshot. So the only missing for logic is a bow and 2 cheaty smalls.
Or, you know, just the sewer key.
Yeah, but that would be boring, you know?
That's true. And yep, we're going to see the mire area immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, they can do a lot here. Like, with fluid mids. Like, the main thing I want to find now is hammer. Or, especially the, you know, for... We should not forget the flippers on this mountain on Spectacle.
And also just, you know, general mirror and cross keys things.
Yeah. Goes ahead and checks the first checks of Aga Tower. First chest.
Ooh, and Solsky taking a death there with the big chest. Not a big deal.
I think that was a death warp from Solsky. Yes, 4 items out of 6.
After he had gotten the chest. Okay, I didn't see. But Master Sword on Ares' side.
Always nice to have. Doesn't open us anything at this point, but with a mirror, we can 1 open Aga Tower and 2 get the items from the tablets and not only see them. And that's the other connected to Desert Pen as we already saw. I don't know why he follows that again. I think we already cleared the south of Darkwood anyway. And the closest thing he has... Oh no, he goes to Kakadiko. The other one led to the south Dark Shore. Gonna check the other Hydrocast connector. And Solsky now heading over to the Laser Bitch and finding his Moon Pearl out of logic and will be very much confused.
Ooh.
Oh. That was awkwardly vanilla. Solsky also showing us why we need the burner and logic for Laser Bitch. Gets his hookshot. Only misses 1 chest with the Moon Pearl.
Very convenient that Master Sword immediately paid off for Airy, but only finding 100 rupees on the top of the castle.
Not paying out too big. Yeah, Ali has too many choices, he doesn't know where to go, and he decides to go check another connector here? No, he wasn't here in the first place, I think. And I think now we see the connect again that led to this mountain. Yeah. Like at this point, I think it would probably be best to finally get back to the East Dark World at Pod area, because we know it's in logic, because we have a starting point at the pyramid. Oh, and that could be the mirror in Ice Palace Ensigns. Aww.
This game never lets you have any fun.
Yeah. I think I had like once or twice where the connector leading to the Lake Hylia was actually logic. So much fun. Like, wait, flippers are on Lake Hylia? How does this work? And Solsky finally heads into the Dark World with the Moon Pearl, but still missing his 2 claws.
Oh, there we go. Back of Old Man was somewhere interesting. Got us to Desert Ledge, but nothing there.
Never checked. Oh, it's this one. Rally now probably heads into port with only one small key. Oh yeah, the other one was behind shovel. I don't think he's gonna do Mimiclip. I think he only did it once in the Asia journey, and he will probably just lose time trying to do it. So maybe just a short dip here. Yeah, where's the next step we have to take? I think it's probably Hot Area at this point. Or Maya. We have a small key, we have hookshot.
Yeah, that's very plausible. I can't tell you the number of times I've screwed myself up by forgetting that hookshot will get me into Mire. Aries also going to show us these 2 entrances in the west side of Dark Death Mountain.
Am I? Oh, and there's Seastone. It's a like sister, we don't have hammer yet, we don't have the small key. I think we have a clear of Seastone here on Ellie's side. Like, putting it off would be super greedy. Looking at our big key, that we 100% need if it's success. Oh, and that's the mirror. That's a good location on Darkness Mountain. Oh, and he decides to not go for the back. Like I said, maybe a little bit greedy. But he probably wants to wait for the small key and the hammer to not skip. Oh, to not skip the big chest. Oh, he just gets the flippers here and goes in back again. That could also happen. Oh, he can also check the book.
Yeah, it's not too difficult to get back to this Thieves Town entrance. And knowing that the mirror opened up the flippers immediately, maybe Ari wants to leave this for a bit, but I don't know, knowing it's a crystal, I would still want to finish it right now.
He might... Like, I understand, like, that's the main thing like, my little rule for Eastern Palace or Seastone. If I have, like, one of the 2 parts, the Seastone small key or the hammer, I wanna wait maybe a little bit longer so I can maybe fetch out the hammer in, like, the next 20 minutes or something. But needing both items that you could not find for, like, the next hour, I feel it's a little bit risky, knowing that you could get a minor of logic and the sellers, the blind cell it's a logic, there could be a hammer in this dungeon as well. And Sorsky now with the second pot, Smorsky decides I'm gonna play a little bit for item density here. I can check like 6 more items in pot that are all not on logic, but maybe they will give me something good, like boots or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure Yeah, it feels like Solsky is maybe scrambling around a little bit at this point. That one connector is really far out of the way for him, unfortunately, so finding that glove is going to be tough.
Oh, and there's another pot small key in pot. Who would have known? We never saw that before.
Although this mirror does give Solsky another path to that glove, since he could just go into Dark World on at the Death Mountain portal and then head into Thieves Town.
That could have certainly happened, but he skipped it for once. Why does he skip it? I don't know when he wants to go back there. That's the problem. I'm a little bit... Wait, we already saw the other part of that connector, didn't we? That was on this mountain.
Oh, which connector?
The Fairy Ascension connector. I think that was on this mountain. And I think Solsky went the other way.
Yes. We have seen him go through that.
Oh, and there's a dungeon we can't beat, finally. Not a logic, but Lamp is enough to get to the back of Skywoods. You just have to do one bomb jump. And with Skywoods being in the Graveyard Ledge, I would be surprised if they're going for it. But yeah, Solsky, he still doesn't need the glove. Like, he could be... Like, there is a chance he doesn't need a glove at all. It's very low, but it could happen. Does that work? That looks very close. Yeah. Oh, Ellie has a little bit problems here, but Stephos has to do it as well. Fill up his health again, and maybe heads out because of that, or size again.
Solsky going to take his newfound book and check this desert main entrance as Eri finds the back of desert.
Cannot do much about it yet. But that's... I think that a good find for Ellie, so now he knows he had to go there back eventually, and now doesn't have to care that much about Graveyard Ledge with Skywoods, because he knows he has to go here at some point back for Desert Palace anyway, even if Skywoods is another crystal. Like, now he has to do this double dip at some point anyway, and Solsky's still not heading for the glove.
Yeah,
now
he's going to
goes
Meyer.
into Maya. I wonder where Ellie got the Maya small key. So maybe even in the well.
Yeah, Solsky can still check quite a bit in Meyer. It'll just be slower than if you have a key coming in. Ooh. Zora actually paying off for once with the bow.
You cannot complain about that one. Probably taking that bow immediately to pod, I would guess. But with Miller you can also do a bunch more stuff on Death Mountain. Totally forgot about that one. Oh, sees another sword on Floating Island, and I don't think he's leaving that one behind for too long. Wait. Where has Ellie had... Hey, I think that bow was maybe logically required for the climb. I have a feeling.
Oh man, if the GT climb is what puts that flute in logic.
I would guess like one. I would say yes at this point. Like we got GT big key, 2 small keys, bow, fire source, everything. I wonder if Ellie will go back to the Paradox top connector. I don't think we've seen a TR ledge yet, have we?
I don't think we found any connectors there, no. And I know someone has seen the bumper ledge connector, but I think it was Solski.
Yeah, it was Soska for sure. Don't know what exactly where it was. Tutia small zone. Wait, Tutia small zone open up anything.
And I believe we've seen the big chest entrance to Turtle Rock as well, so can get a lot of places in there once we find a cane.
Yeah, Ellie probably now heads over to the south part of Dark Void again. Probably takes the purple chest with him to clear up the south part. Solski. Did he ever check Powder? I don't think he did yet.
Powder is behind... No one's checked Powder yet. But Powder's behind Lumberjack, right?
No, behind Lumberjack is a big key.
Oh, that's right. I've lost track of the drop downs.
It could be behind Hammer. There's a blue mail and Ellie finding more items behind the mirror. 5 in Mini Modern Cave at this game. Castle Tower key number 1, another tier small, they're adding up. Wait, did Ellie take the purple chest with him? He didn't. There's maybe a useless Wagenmeyer. Wait, why do we have so many TRs mods? We had like none 2 minutes ago, and now we have found 4 between our 2 runners. This is insane.
I think maybe Airy was putting off grabbing Purple Chest just in case he found Hammer at the that entrance down there.
I think he didn't know if he can do the race game with Purple Chest or not. And I don't know that either. But he never checked that? Wow. Oh no, he lost the Purple Chest!
Oh no!
Wait, the purple chest is gone! No! Purple chest is back! Found it again! Wait, why does he middle again? Oh, he just checks the food. I wonder why he didn't take the long walk there. He still has to do K45 and Bomber's Tablet.
Yeah.
I mean, he has enough connectors to that part of the world that it doesn't matter that much, so it's okay. I'm still a little bit surprised about that one. And finally we're heading over to the east part of Dark World after like after I spoke about it for like 20 minutes, feels like. But yeah, Ellie definitely in the driver's seat in the seat. Especially now with the mirror in hand, you can check so much more stuff.
Yeah, and Solsky gonna find the mire area here, but I don't think there was too much here.
He will get his tempered sword at least. Like, there has to be something here. We have almost no more checks, I think.
Okay, I'm trying to think what else this even could be. I mean, we've cleared out mire as much as we can. Nothing more to do in GT at the moment.
I think we're still missing Checkerboard Cave for in the my area at least. Don't think we have seen that from some area yet. I mean, we could finish Seastart at some point, even if it's not totally in logic. Castle Tower, the second chest.
As miserable as it is, the maiden cell in Thieves Town is in logic with just the big key.
This connected that Soski now shows us. Don't think we have seen that one yet. On either side. And we don't have to see that one. And Solsky is still missing his way into logic. But heads over into the same direction as Ellie now. But we haven't found anything yet in the pot area so far. I think what we have to find at this point is like Hype Cave. We haven't seen Tower of Feather yet. I don't think we have seen Spawn Palace. And we haven't seen Ice Palace. So yeah, probably somewhere in an off location, I would guess. Ellie, the monkey! The monkey! No! Don't leave him behind! No!
Stupid mirror iframes.
Gets all of us. Even the best. Yeah, there's so much stuff you have to think about on Oxowski seed that sometimes you just don't recognize that you're missing a monkey following your trail.
I mean, honestly, how many times a day do you check to make sure there's a monkey following you?
At least 2 times a day.
Okay, Solski flew him back to the mountain. This might be his mirror.
And he may also gonna finish the Seas Town here, so we get more checks on the southwest side. I would imagine, I can't believe he's gonna skip Seas Town here. But at least he's gonna come more or less back in logic somehow with that glove and lamp and the mirror. I mean, even if he doesn't recognize he's back in logic, the other spawn point for Mob Man puts him on Douglas Mountain so he can check he's back in logic. I just will say this much. The climb is a logic, even if it's just 2 chests.
Yeah, that bow does do that as well.
Okay, I have never seen that zoom in arrays on SpeedGaming before.
You know, if you're on Tempered Sword and those slugs die in 1 hit,
That might be the faster way. It probably is. I never thought about that one before. And Ellie now with 40 has more keys. 1 is not yet in logic, you need 3 Maya Smalls to actually get 1 on the left side. But yeah, let's see what's in Seas Town. 3 more checks coming up soon. Thing that was the kid hanging in Kakariko. Oh, we already checked that, I guess. She's gonna check the connector from Paradox to get spit out behind another boots entrance. We already saw 2 of them. So let's see, we probably don't need boots, but we might need boots just to know for the big hero number check. There was another pot small in the Seas Town.
and just as a reminder, the attic chest and whatever blinds item is are technically out of logic until we find the hammer and the small key.
In fact, we only need the small key.
Oh, yes. Since you could waste a small key opening the basement door.
Would that be stupid? Yes. Does the game expect us to be stupid? Yes.
I mean, to be fair, in my case, a lot of the time it's correct, so...
Ali, No supplies, taking the 4 TR small keys, 2 TR. What's in blind cell? That could be huge, and it's just a piece of art. And I guess milling out of blind cell without a glove is faster than walking. Walking back. I have never timed it before, but maybe Solsky did.
Yeah, I think it's very close normally, but yeah, if you have to walk around that block, I think it is a little bit faster. It's just the life of a rando player, is having to think about, in this particular situation, how can I save half a second?
And there's the fire rod in Change Home chest. Just a short reminder, that was not locked behind 4 small keys that required none. That was basically a SP1 location. And that's another item which opens up the climb. Oh, and Ellie decided to do the climb, and there's another cheaty small key behind blind. And yeah, Solsky getting the first crystal here in the lead in this town at 1:15. Crossky seeds usually start very slow, especially if you don't find a fluid or boots or something, or a mirror, but can get very quick very soon.
Yeah, you see so many cross-key seeds where you dip 5 dungeons and then hit go mode and then just beat 7 bosses in a row.
That can happen. I mean, climb, half magic, fire rod, bow, temper sword isn't that bad.
So if this GP climb turns out to be nothing, this could be pretty big for Solsky to get a chance to find this glove and catch up while Area is wasting time here, but it's a big if.
Even then, the GT climb in itself isn't that bad, especially if you don't have to get Egger 2, you save like a minute or two again on the climb, and we already did the Dubdomir and Egger 2, so we don't have to tee that one again. And since we have a starting point at the pyramid, we don't have to care about stopping at the pyramid at all. So not even on that front, it's bad. But yeah, that glove must feel bad for Solsky.
And immediately going to go to the well at the normal sanctuary drop down.
To find the other glove, which didn't open up anything yet at this point. And we are close to the item part from GT Climb. Only have to do 1 or 2 more rooms to actually see if it is required or not. He climbed for 10 arrows. Small key for Skywoods. That's useless. Oh my god. Another. Oh, that.
Oh wow!
We don't know if we need it, but there's big key behind Egger Tower. that we might or might not need.
We are still missing boots, of course, to get that big key, but that Aga key is pretty big.
I mean, he gonna probably clear. Yes, I got tower now. It's probably. I think if you go for the second chest and have the second castle tower key, there's no harm finishing the climb.
Yeah, so a reminder, it's the Lost Woods drop down is behind Lumberjack, and we can see a big key there.
I've commented on another game phase where we saw a glove early on Torch. I think they even early played that one, and we had boots at like 1 hour 30. There might be a reason to actually finish I got 2, but not in this hit because we already know what's behind the drop down and we already got the items. Otherwise, Ellie probably would have gone for it. But let's see if he actually goes ahead and clears this dungeon. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it. On the other side, it's just in quotation mark a big key. Okay, now you cleared.
That's absurd.
I'm taking it back. With boots, a big key behind it, you have to clear. That's so dumb! And maybe we're getting a boots quicker than I thought.
So one climb unlocks another climb, which is going to unlock a big key.
I think the other castle tower's more key was behind Milo and something like Mini Modern Cave for the Ace game, if I'm not mistaken. So if castle tower will be not required in the seed, you can still save a lot of time. But if it is required, this is gonna be very hard to catch up from that point on.
Okay, I just want to say that pot maze room from Airy was gross. Getting the stun on the red guard, killing the other one with a pot just in front of him, and then boomeranging the key. That was tremendous. Turns out Airy's very good at this game.
Yeah, only has second place in NMG placement right now. I guess he is somewhat good at this game.
So chat, when we were talking before the race started, Schulzer said that cross keys was the best mode of this game. We'll see if the runners agree after that boots placement and that castle tower key placement.
Well, some cross keys are nicer than others. But yeah, that boots location is dude. But it doesn't. It's not that dude if the big key on Lumberjack is not required. Yeah, but yeah, what do we do after that one? Did we even like see the torch in GT for one of our runner yet? I don't think we did.
Yeah, I think they both just death warped out of Hope Room.
Like there could be a hammer sitting there. Who knows? And Ellie probably gonna clear up Skywoods on his way to the big key.
Oh yeah, this just routes so nicely for him. We can do Skull Woods, he can go into Thieves Town along the way if he wants to. Interesting.
Oh, and he can check dance. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
So skipping Skull Woods because we still don't know whether that's a crystal or pendant.
Nah, he's not skipping it.
Oh, sorry. It was Desert was at the Dark World potion shop. I had them confused.
Yes. We might find it as a pendant spiky soon. We will find out. Now you get 40 as more keys, and then the good item is behind none. Like, please game. But yeah, it turns out that doing the GT climb for Flute and a Sword Seed wouldn't have been too bad. And that's the Ice Lord. Okay. I mean, it's a pendant, but you got an Ice Lord. That is required. I guess that is a good trade.
And that was Hype Cave at Cave 45 that I think Ari has not done. That had the Misery Mire and the Hera Big Keys.
Yeah, we were talking. I think we were talking about that like 20 minutes ago. Why I was wondering why he skipped it, and now we know he should not have skipped it. But the other side of my big key doesn't happen that much without Kane at this point. And now we get Kane on the top because the game is stupid and likes to punish it. It's a big key of Skywood! Okay, Andy, you saw the big key on behind Egger 1. I do think you know what happened in the seed.
Yeah, Ari climbed GT for a Castle Tower small key to get that Skullwoods big key.
Wow.
That is something.
So it turns out that if you go to a Castle Tower with one small key, it's better than going with two.
Unless the Skullwoods big chest is something really important. Maybe it'll be Kane here just to spite us for making fun of the Skullwoods big key.
And we still cannot do anything in GT besides the climb. Oh my god! Oh, it's ice for this Mickey! Puffin and ice!
Oh my goodness.
It gets better and better! Oh god. Oh.
That is a fetch quest chain for sure. Just a heart on Ped.
And the best part of it, we haven't even seen Ice Pellets yet. And it's a green pendant. And we have not yet got Hammer. Where is all this stuff?
Yeah, I feel like we're actually running out of entrances. I mean, what? We've got the vanilla back of Skullwoods entrance that we could open up now.
Wait, we just did that.
Oh, did we? He mirrored from there? Okay, I completely missed when he opened
Yeah.
it.
I mean, we have Maya big chest. Somehow, Soski. What is up with the puppet chest? Oh no, he already did that. I'm stupid. We had that mirror accident already on the puppet chest. That's why I did not grab the puppet chest the last time. I'm stupid.
Oh, I'm thinking about where the entrances can be. We haven't seen any of Dark Ice Rod Cave, right? So there could be a dungeon or two down there.
Oh yeah, I think we also missing a connector to Tialet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And we've seen the connector to Bumper Ledge, but no one has checked it yet.
I wonder how got there. Bumper Cave again. Oh, it probably was the Spectacle Lock connector that led to Bumper Cave. I'm not sure if you have seen Bumper Cave yet, connector.
We've seen one end of it.
Oh yeah, we saw the bottom part of Spider Cave we saw, I know that much. Yeah, I think the only two missing entrances we have is the Dark connector and the Bumper Cave connector, and one should lead up mountain.
Yeah, there's still the GT entrance that could be the end of one of those connectors. This is not going to lead to much because Solsky's already done this using the second pod small to do the back.
Oh, Ellie's Danish hover attempt? Close. And he gets it. Saves him a little bit of time here, not doing the Mimic Clip like Solsky. I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of hover, but that hover looked nice. Oh yeah, there was one pod key in pod, I remember again.
Yeah, and I think Solsky just held on to it, but I guess there's always a chance that we could check one more random item with it. There's Butter Sword for Airy.
Yeah, if I have 3, I probably spend them all. If I have 4 more, I want to have one on the back for the chance that he hovers. I want to say the bomb jump will not work because he picked up the item. Okay, he's doing it again, the madman, and he failed. Maybe he gets rewarded for failing this time if this item is good. He doesn't.
Wow, Dark Ice Rod Cave. Nothing.
Okay, what are we missing? Have we ever seen Ice Palace, like Ice Palace Anthem? I don't think we did.
Oh, I think we did.
Oh yeah, Ellie could have checked it. And we probably on Source probably did it as well, coming out of Solar Ellie.
Oh, okay.
Or he's now doing it.
My mistake. So there was the Ice Palace entrance at Dark Shopping Mall, but Solsky just doesn't have Fire Rod yet. I just saw him immediately leave that entrance, and then my brain didn't register what it actually was.
So that is probably where we have to go at this point. Like we have.
It's just mesmerized by all the ridiculous hovers on Aries' side.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen those 2 checks behind boots. But I think that's the only thing that is behind boots at this point. And it's just another small QPC's town. And we Wait. Wait, that Monkey. Does he now go for a sound? Alright, nah, he's probably heading over to Dark Shopping Mall at this point. And like I said, if there would have been something important in C-Sound, Ellie would have missed it a long, long time.
So yeah, now we'll see what's in Ice Palace.
Ali still hasn't collected access to yet, and he's heading to his second pendant dungeon. This shit is insane. Okay, but what's in ice then? Like if there's anything in ice, and I think it has to be. I don't know when Sauce is gonna go back here. Like he knows his pendant is so far away, he has to get Fire Lord out of TR first. Oh, the powder check! Oh no, that's not powder. That was the wrong one. Was powder behind? Was Magic Bed vanilla?
I think so.
There's another Maya Small.
Maybe we'll just get the classic hammer and iced tea here.
Oh yeah, we can't even finish Ice Palace. But first we will see what's on Vanilla Bed today. You have enough small keys outside here, you don't need more.
Just 50 rupees on the bat.
So, Heimer in Ice Palace Pictures incoming? Maybe? Hopefully? Hopefully not for Zotsky.
I saw chat calling for mushroom in big chest.
That would be worse. There's a sign card. Yeah, there's
Oh, here we'll see the bumper ledge entrance.
Are they going the wrong way in Ice Palace? Ice Palace is confusing. Especially without hammer. Papa Cave enters the Spider Cave. Wait, Spider Cave leads to the cave right below it. And here we have the Ice Palace Pictures. Please don't, game. The pot small?
Oh, the
And
big
there's
key
the
to
big
desert.
key for Desert Palace. So we could have a hammer behind that bomb. What? My brain can't handle this. Deceit. Ah! What is this?
And Solsky's gonna
Oh, the
immediately
torch!
follow these desert big keys. just a map on the torch.
Map of pod. Okay, so we know that the GT climb and Agatower climb were not needed, so that is time that Solsky can save. And that's a lot of time. And he's probably now heading for his boots as well. And in Kloski's, I think was a bomb shop in the light or the dark world. Do you remember?
I think it was Light World because it was pretty early on. I thought.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere in Kakariko. You don't even have to kill Aga to turn into that bomb. You can save a portal at Hyrule, flute over to Kakariko, flute back to Link's house, and just use the portal again that you laid on how's it called? Hyrule, that place. So he doesn't have to clear Agatower at all here. Wait, did we already see Desert Palace back?
Yes, the Desert Palace big chest was nothing.
No, Desert Palace back.
Yes,
like
the back we have not beaten Len.
Oh no, yeah, it's Dark Potion Shop. I just remember. Oh, and Ellie also getting his Desert Palace big key. Solsky maybe heading for the climb now? He could. Solsky don't have a hammer. And you don't need a small key. Oh, and he's heading for the climb. Oh, sadly that's not the right thing to do for him here. That could lead him to the worst progression chain in the seed. And that should give Ellie so much time to catch back up.
Yeah, I mean, that Fire Rod is just in such a weird spot. I mean, it's, what, 2 things you can get to in TR without the cane. So this, you understand why this feels better to Solsky to do.
Yeah, of course. But as I said, that's a penalty you have to do at some point anyway, and it's super close to our connector. Super close to our spawn point. But yeah, I see why you would climb here. On the other side, climb is not completely in logic yet. That's okay. I see it.
That's why Solsky went and picked up that key, so he could pretend he had 4 GT Smalls.
Nice. And Ellie is showing us what's behind Desert Palace. Is they missing like... They're missing 2 dungeons. What do we even have left? We have Maya Incense left. TR Incense? We haven't seen yet. That bomb? Are that the last 3 instances we haven't seen yet? And hammer packs. And the hammer house and... Okay, basically every hammer check. So it's like 6 more instances we haven't seen yet, and we probably need 2 of them to be a dungeon. Fun. $145 and still no hammer. I don't think I have ever seen an... how's it called? An Hammer behind that bomb in Sotsky's yet. Oh, and I won't see it today as well. Because the Hammer is sitting right there with Alizor. No, not with Alizor, with Lamolas. Hammer opens up port to clear. Opens up Hammer packs and the shop in range of Outcast. Opens up the left side of GT, of course. You can finally clear out Seastown at some point.
Yep, and not surprising that left side of GT is the most item dense place we have left, so Aries gonna head straight there.
Yeah, I mean the worst part about the seed that it was like teasing us with it could be an Ice Palace, like super dumb logic. It could be behind that bomb and then get nothing.
A number of times recently I've seen the answer in a cross key seed be walk through half of Turtle Rock and get the one chest you can get in there.
Oh no, Solsky, no! Don't follow the bait! Don't follow the bait! No, Solsky, don't do it!
Yep, following the exact same ridiculous chain that Aerie was in
No!
half an hour ago.
He on the other side is probably able to beat Icepen if he decides to dip it, because I would be surprised if he gets if he does Icepen before cleaning up Desert Palace and Desert Palace is basically right before Ice Palace. So he can full clear the dungeon at least. And if there's something like Kane there still is hope. Small and tiny hope, but there's hope for Solsky.
Yeah, Aerie is certainly not going back to defeat just Cold Stare until the absolute last location, so... Yeah, let's take stock of what we need for go mode. So we need Kane, we might need... I was about to say the Eastern Palace Big Key. And the TR Big.
At least if that's the next big key we find is the TR Big Key on Ali's side. Would be nice if we have like information what dungeon we actually have to clear at this point. But it's many of them. Just the mushroom. Where's the I should have kept more notes. Wait, there's a portal. You can even use the portal for Desert Palace. Ellie, go in! Ellie, no! There's a portal for Desert Palace. Why are you not taking it? The perfect how was that portal still? Oh no, he cleared it. I'm so stupid. He already cleared Desert Palace. That's Solsky who needs to clear Desert Palace.
Alright, so Eastern is a crystal, so we are going to need to do that.
And he does it, because why not? Means Somalia and TR Big for go. If we don't need bombers as well. So he's gonna be so disappointed after he gets that big key. And the other big key.
And And then the heart piece or whatever it was out of the Ice Palace big chest.
It was a pod small, so it was at least logically required. I wonder where the fifth pod small key is that Sorsky found. Probably Seas Town. Yeah, it was in the Season Attic. The alley is gonna clear Easter Palace here, he's gonna clear Seas Town. Then he's gonna clear Pod, and then he maybe has to go back to Ice Palace, or has to check stuff for Tower Feather and or Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I feel like the plan is clear crystals, and then check these hammer-locked entrances to find these last couple of dungeons.
And Sorsky getting the bad news shortly. Sorsky is pretty much very screwed right now. He is probably Desert Palace, Eastern Palace clear behind, and GT Basement clear behind. And he still has to get Fire Lord out of Chain Tomb Chest and TR. So he is about like 10 to 15 minutes behind at this point.
Yeah, we talked about Cold Stare as a potential sort of out for him, but I think that might not even do it, because Aerie might have enough time to get back there, even in the very off chance that something important is there.
And let's see if Ali's Greed is paying off here. He can just how's it called? He can now check the Seastone big chest, which thought he couldn't because he had neither the Seastone small nor the hammer while he cleared Seastone, so he only got the pot small key out of the attic. Yeah, so Sorsky probably heading over to Skywoods now because he just got a Skywoods big. Then he gets a big key, it's like, yes, another big key, and then Ice Furnace big key, no! I needed one of the other two. There's the pot small key for Elidor. He dashes out slowly so he makes sure he doesn't miss the exploding bomb, I guess. Man, this stupid big key.
And here comes the extra check for Aerie in Thieves Town.
10 arrows. Greed did not pay off today. Still had a lot, quite a faster clear than Sorsky did with boots. But I guess that's negated itself because he had to go back for Seas Town. But yeah, next play has to be Port, then he should clear more overworld stuff. With the shop in Virtual Podcast, the hammer packs, and probably needing up to that. After that is that bomb. Oh, the tier big chest. I have seen already. Oh, that probably needs to yardage. Oh, that's another 2 more checks here on Ellie's side for either Tower Feather or Swamp Pellets. See if they are here. They are not here.
But 2 more entrances off the list, so that's going to narrow down where they could be.
Are they heading over to port? Another crystal, another thing he has to clear? I don't... Did we see a map check? It is a crystal. There's the in the left corner shows us if it is a crystal opponent if we have the map.
And Aerie did do Harmless Hellway before, so this will be absolutely everything out of pod now.
And Solsky at 155, finally on his way to the hammer. And yeah, the pot small out of the Ice Palace pictures really did not pay off at all. And at that time, 155, you know you did an unnecessary climb and Dagger 1. Do you want to skip more on Ellie's side, or do you just go ahead and do everything anyway? Those as well has to do some cleanup with GT, Eastern Palace and Port. Probably does that as well. That is all time Ellie needs. He may even go for Ice Palace to hope that Ellie didn't do that. To maybe gain an advantage.
Yeah, but there's sort of a limit to how much of an advantage that's going to be, right? Because he has to do enough of GT Basement to get the Eastern Big Key out of the big chest, so even if there's something on Cold Stare, it's not like he can skip the entire GT Basement or something like that.
This Ice Palace clear without Somalia is still super slow. Like, what does Ellie has left? The only thing he can do now is probably head over to Village of Outcast, check stuff for Tower of Hell and Swamp Palace and clear those dungeons if he finds them. Otherwise he's gonna have to go back to Ice Palace as well. Or he pursues Mizong and just goes to Paradox Cave to go to the to Port. Solsky also showing us the Hover on the other side of the screen, but not in its pot, but in Ice Palace.
Wow, and the front entrance to TR in the Hammer House.
I was just thinking about it, but it doesn't help us anyway. And 2 more new checks coming up on Solsky's side, on the right side. And still no Tower Feather or Swamp Palace.
Jeez, so now are we gonna walk back through Paradox and get up to... Oh, TR Big Key in Ice!
Ooh, that is required.
I was gonna say, go check the
What
TR
should be
main
Somalia in
entrance.
the next chest? Fire small.
Well, that puts all those TR smalls in logic, finally.
I mean, if Somalia is now behind the pendant, there's hope.
Yeah, Eri will have to get back to Ice Palace at some point.
And that's that one for Elidor. We know we have 3 spots left for two dungeons, one of which is a pendant. It's dumb. I mean, but we have to say, Solsky is still 1, 2. Wait, how many dungeons? 1, 2, 3, 4 dungeons basically behind now at this point. With Eastern Port. What's the other one again?
Skull Woods, because he has to get Ice Rod, but that'll be a very fast clear of Skull Woods, at least. Pyramid Fairy is a fairy. So yeah, if we're down to just those 2 entrances, we are going to need to find Bombos as well. And Ether, apparently.
Oh no.
What is this game?
Did we have anything on that bomb? I actually 14 seconds ago. But I guess not. And I guess Ellie is gonna go back to Ice Palace.
Yeah, so that sliver of hope for Solsky didn't last very long, since Eri's gonna catch up on this Ice Palace redip pretty quickly.
Ice Palace lead dip for pendant. Can this get worse? Ice Palace lead dip without Somalia, that's even worse.
This is the sort of seed that when I'm playing it says, I hate this game, and when I'm watching it says, makes me say, I love this game.
Yeah, I guess playing that is at that point for both on really stressful. Both of them last locating everything, doing an unnecessary aggro for nothing. Has to feel bad. Darling now gets his TRP key. Probably finishes Ice Patch as well because TRP only opens up 2 checks for him. And the boss with Green Pen is also 2 checks at that point.
Yeah, good point from Daruk, one of our trackers. The sewers key is still missing, so I think that flute is still out of logic. I don't know if that flute has been our actual access to anything, but...
Nah, we have access to my area, to the connector, and we have a connector onto the mountain. So flute is just for convenience here. Doesn't unlock anything. We already know that pet is dead, but one pendant dungeon was 100% required. Will the second one with green pendant will also be required? That's the big question here. Nice clean kill from Elio here. But yeah, this seed is off.
You know, the thought just occurred to me. We do have the Meyer Big Key. There's still the chance for the Vanilla Cane.
Oh no. Yeah, there's chance. So we're gonna check the pendant first and then heads into TR. Oddsmore key! The ice pen is bigly locked too. That's Podsmore keys, logically. Nice! There's the hard container. And I think besides the Maya big chest, that's our last check we have for progression. So it's probably it's either Bombos, Isa or Somalia coming up now in the next 2 checks for Ali. One of these 3 checks. It's money. It's Maya big chest. The Maya big chest. Oh god. Why? Why is it the Maya big chest? I don't even know. Oh, there's also Spike Cave up here, I think. We haven't seen that in forever, but that wasn't logic since we got the hammer.
Yeah, we've had Blue Cane for quite a while.
And it's Mario!
Okay.
The seed wasn't Dexul after all. I mean, it was still behind timer, behind a lot of stuff, but still. Let's clean up Maya and TR, and then hopefully get Bombos and Ether. Wait, why are we on the mountain? Oh, TR back. But yeah, at this point, Ellie basically can't lose this anymore. He has not enough checks left for Solsky. Like, he will finish this game 100% before Solsky is gonna clear the game. Even if he gets every item perfectly now, I think. I mean, the worst would be to find Swamp Pennis in TR or Maya to get the other medallion out of Swamp Pennis to have Tower Feather Crystal. Would be something. Oh, we also have GT light side left.
Yes, that's
No.
5 items left there on the right side of GT, so. But yeah, any of these item chains that Ari is following right now, Solsky's gonna start doing in 10 minutes at best, so.
And there's one of them. Yeah, at that point you wanna focus. He's probably gonna clear TR first, just for the chance he maybe finds Ether there. Or a map for Hela or Swampiness. I don't know if we have one yet. And then he's gonna check for the dungeon immediately after. So he knows that Ether is his final go mode or not. Another small key for Square Woods.
Oh good, now Mothula and Ice Rod are in Logic.
Nice. That was the cape. Totally forgot that one. We haven't even found our last GT small key yet. Not that we need it, but it's not in front of TR, so let's see what we have in Maya. And Swamp Pulse is our pendant. So we only need to find Tower of Feather here. It's either in Maya or in TR. Let's hope it is in Maya, so the slides can finally end at this point. See, it was just cruel. I think there's definitely a chance you can avoid the GT climb in the seed. That's not impossible at all. It's hard, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think if Solsky had found Fire Rod before going back into GT, he might have been able to miss it, but yep, we do find Hera here in Mire, so.
And that's go mode for Elidor. Doesn't have to check any more checks here. Just has to clean up Hela and Maya at this point and has to kill the big pig, and then he's done.
So, as miserable as this seed has been, Ari's still going to finish in 220 without too much trouble, so. I didn't even see how Ari did that Herapot. Was that the hook speed?
Yeah, the hook speed. Don't even know if you pause buffer. But yeah, there are a lot of different setups for Helipod. You have to pick one, preferably one with boots and one without boots, and then you should.
Yeah, I actually also don't pause buffer the hook speed just because I don't know how to do it, so I just ram my head into the wall about 9 times until it works.
I know where to stand it, I just have to hold down inside and have to use hookshot at the right moment. So I search for the right pixel, do this one with pause buffer, and then hope I hit the other one.
Oh, we're gonna hover a little bit to get to Vitreous 2, just for funsies. I already did the Ice Palace bomb jump, but we're gonna hover Mire. That makes sense.
Cause why not?
Also, the cane block that he threw into the pit there was to set up that spooky glitch.
I just want to point out that we neither have found our last shooting small or the Hydrocaster small could be so the fruit is in logic. Not even after 215 we can't be in logic, we get a flute in logic. Wow, silly dude. There we have the 7th crystal for Eleanor. He just has to kill the pig, which is at the Uncle drop down, I think, and then he's gonna take the win. And with Gold Sword and Silvers, he should not fall or anything like that. While Sotsky is still looking for Taufella, Swampiness. I mean, no, he still needs Aiton and Somalia for go mode basically. Then he can finish TR, get bombers, check stuff, be done.
Quick work in the first 2 phases with the gold sword.
Hitting him way too often, but that doesn't matter. It's good. It's good tempered practice. That way you can't basically can't die. There's our first finisher with an official time of 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 26 seconds. He crosses the bridge and wins the second game for ALTTPR and taking the lead for now. In this best of 5 series against ALTTPR against PugTrio, and Sowski seeing the finish immediately for free. I'm not surprised about that one. And let's see if we can get both runners to an interview. Ali already joined us. GG!
Yo, thank you.
Any thoughts on that seed, Ali? Oh, first Sowski, GG's.
Yo, GG Solsky.
I don't know if that was good, but it was definitely a game. It was fun.
Okay, G.
I thought we talked a little bit in chat. I thought it was a really fun puzzle seed, but man, did it not feel great to like last location a lot of stuff. But that's just how the cross keys crumbles, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so much of this was Ari. You went ahead and did the old man cave completely in the dark at the very beginning. So yeah, you want to talk about that at all?
I guess I was pretty lucky. Like going through Super Bunny, ending up there. It's like dark cave. Okay, let's see which one it is, and then I dropped down. It's like, I mean, might as well. And yeah, getting glove and yeah, just everything over there just to kind of set me up for the early game was really nice.
Mhm.
It was kind of a weird start because it just like give you very small spoonfuls of like items, and it wasn't very clear where to go until yeah, kind of getting both Agate Tower keys, getting the boots, and it kind of opened things up a little bit more, I felt. Just
This
making it
guy
a bit
did
more
the big
efficient.
key bait was the best for the commentary.
God.
Yeah, that didn't feel great. I like Solskjaer already said that he wasn't feeling great because of the start. I had a couple of like really awkward sequences that cost me a bit of time, so I wasn't feeling super good either, despite like the lucky item start. But I felt that Solskjaer also had a good chance of just walking into that. So especially with like how early accessible the lamp was, I felt that being able to find Old Man wouldn't be that much of an issue.
Yeah, he missed the Desert Small for a bit and therefore didn't get lamp so early. And at that point we were like, if Haidu cuts it back, now turns it with the flute, that could be huge. And then flute turned off. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was a really weird spot for it because it was like, all right, so where did I miss my progression once I found Pearl and Hookshot? And then it was like in the dumbest spot possible.
Yeah.
So
And then you
like,
could
all
have
right.
just, yeah, then you could have just done Caesar for middle and be back
Yeah.
in logic somehow.
Yeah, I didn't really put it into perspective that I could have just done the Sank Super Bunny stuff. Like, I knew it was in logic, but I didn't really think too much about it because I was like, yeah, if they're there, cool, but like I can run into like item caves I can't do, so I didn't really want to burn too much time on it. But man, that late world was really slow though, especially when like finding flute that late was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's
But I
really
really
hard.
wanted to protect the Hyrule Castle small key, just in case, right? Like it could have been maybe early-ish, or even like mid to late game, like it was, right? So I was like, maybe I get lucky, maybe I run into it and I can do everything. But yeah, it just didn't turn out that way this time. So
Yeah, it was really weird because I was thinking of maybe just sequence breaking to the back of Escape a bit earlier, but like we also didn't have any weapons. Like the only thing we had was like bombs. For the
I had
longest
blue
time.
game too, but yeah, that obviously didn't detract me from doing it. It was more just the key. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I can protect it, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I was a little bit afraid that I would maybe just have been in an obscure spot and that Kane was behind it or something, just like in Zelda's Soul.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought that we never saw the big key in the end. Or the small key to Hyrule Castle.
No, I haven't found it. So probably in Swamp or in Hera, because I
I'm
think
checking Hera right now.
Ah, okay. Because
Yeah, that's what we thought was probably Swamp is the best spot for it because like it's got to be GT, or like Ether is found in like Era to the GT because those are the only two locations left.
Yeah,
I haven't checked, so.
Yeah, and then the other big story of the seed was that ridiculous hammer, which was also
God.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because actually the hammer wasn't like very late logically, so I was a little bit afraid because I guess you could just go through that connector and then go through Spiral Cave, find there's a big key. I was like, well,
I laughed when I saw Spiral. Oh my god. Because that's why, like, I don't know if you guys caught it, but I kind of skipped it. And I was like, yeah, I can just do them both together. And then I find Spiral Cave. I'm like, all right, this sucks. And then, like, it just leads me to where I wanted to go anyways. I'm like, this is stupid. It's that kind of seed, I guess.
yeah, that's definitely a very seed.
But do you have fun with it at least?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I have fun.
I had a lot of fun. It was
That's the
like
fun
I definitely
part.
enjoy these kinds of seeds. It's
Yeah.
better than just, yeah.
Better than just have the whole world open for one item for one big key in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's always good playing with friends. I always call it stress free, like especially with cross keys. I don't really take them too seriously. They're more like kind of relaxed modes to me. There's lots of lots of variants, so it's like you just take it with a grain of salt. You're gonna take some losses. I almost fell in the pit there. You're gonna take some losses regardless of what you do, and you know sometimes you're gonna get lucky in them, right? So it's I found ether. It's in there.
Oh great. Ah yeah.
Hey.
There it is. All right, I'm gonna check TR. But yeah, no, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that Koski was super convoluted. Like, we were like, where's the progression? Could the progression be behind that bomb? And then hammer, oh, it's not behind that bomb.
Yeah.
The burner could be like in something like stupid ice palace because we have mids already and we have a connector that leads to Decadia. Or nothing.
Yeah, that was really funny because there were some interesting like connector situations, and it was only like one or two of them that actually led to something.
Yeah,
But
how early did you get your mitts, by the way?
really
You
early.
said you got them pretty early.
I think I should have to go for my VOD.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
guess no,
basically-
you would have because of Pearl Hook Shot. Yeah, never mind. No.
Yeah, I had them at like 25 minutes. I think.
Rip. Yeah.
And then I guess Kane was pretty fun too. We were starting to talk about whether it could be a vanilla Kane when you went into Spike Cave, Aries. So
Yeah, I think it was just Spike Cave and Meyer that I had left, so it was kind of rough. But yeah.
You were, and then you could saw a little bit like, what do I want to do now? Like, I have only bad options at that point.
Yeah, exactly. There weren't that many great options, and I could combine a couple of like mediocre options, but I was just assuming that I kind of had to go for entrances at that point because like I still had Swamp and Hera like open somewhere. It's like, well, I need either one of them because I was really late with my map check. But yeah, I just wanted to like find as many items as possible because yeah, it was weird. And also after I actually found Kane and found Bombos and Trinex, it was like, well, do I also want to look for Ether just in case that it isn't in Meyer? So there were a couple of interesting decisions to make for sure in this seed. And yeah, like Solsky said, it was fun and nice and stress-free, relatively. Except for, of course, the fact that I had 3 people cheering me on at this point.
more pressure on you there. Just
Yeah.
more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, Swamp is in GT because TR is this chicken coop, which is nothing. It's the map to GT.
Wow.
It's pointing you the way.
Don't get such seats that off.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually marking off like item entrances and stuff, and I was like, did I actually get chicken coop or not? Apparently we didn't then.
Yeah, but
So,
I think that
Sorry, go ahead.
covers it. Basically everything. If you have any final thought, go ahead. But I think we cleared out basically everything, especially now that Swamp is in GT.
You ready for game 4? Watching it, Yuri? Because I'm not playing it anymore.
Yeah, I just hope that Boyne wins because
Same, because
I don't-
Returns
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, the problem is like if Bhutan is gone after first day and a Tuesday, it's going to be kind of awkward to schedule. So I just hope that
Yeah.
we'll be able to plan that
He
properly.
said Thursday, but his schedule is usually pretty open in accommodating, so I don't think it'll be a problem. I'm free whenever, so
Okay.
I guess it's just you know, the small Dunka remaining to kind of figure out that piece of the pie. So
Yeah, okay. Should be good then.
yeah, I think it'll be fun.
But yeah, thanks so much for the race. Thanks for the comments. We'll be enjoying listening to it again. Or listen to it. And then, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, GG's again to both of you. And so if everyone is looking for more Rando today, there's one more league match that's going to be starting up soon. That is at 3:10 over on the ALTTPR League, the main channel, between Zelgadison and In the Name of DT. That's going to be game 4 of their match between the Spoilers and WJP DTB. And also, of course, we want to shout out our trackers for the day, particularly in cross keys. There's no way we could do all of this without them.
Also, a thanks a lot to you, Cool Papa Bell, to commentate with me. It was very fun and very long in the end, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a lot of fun doing it. Maybe doing it again. Not that many matches, because more and more teams stop out, but let's see.
Yeah, always an interesting one to try and keep track of cross keys. So yeah, thanks again to Daruk and Scott G239. But yep, that's going to do it for us. Once again, thank you all for watching, and we will see you back here next time.